Good morning, dear students. Today, we are going to study report writing. Reports are a very essential part of the life of students like you because in your student life, you may be required to prepare project reports or your internship reports. When you enter your profession, you may be required to prepare various types of reports for documentation. So let's study what is a report. A report is a detailed collection of the data, the information or the facts which are related to the topic under consideration. It can be prepared after the happening of an event or an occurrence of something. It is prepared in a proper format. The structure of the report we'll be studying later on. Then it is based on the observations that are made by the reporter, the analysis done and the results drawn. If the report is for an organization, it helps the management in taking the decisions. It helps them in solving various issues which are related in any way to the organization. Now let's talk about the different types of reports. A report may be very long as 300-400 pages, or it may be very short like a one-page report. The first type of report is the progress report. Now, progress report is the report of the progress of students like you, maybe the mark sheet that you get. There are newspaper reports which are prepared after the happening of something, or maybe it gives the report of an occurrence. There are lab reports which are made by students like you for your physics or chemistry lab, in which you talk about the experiments that you have conducted, the observations made and the deductions drawn. Then there are technical reports which are made by students after the completion of a project, or official reports which are prepared by officials in an organization. There are reports which are prepared from time to time, which are the annual report, the monthly report, maybe the daily report or the weekly report. And they are made in organizations for various purposes. There are investigation reports which are prepared after an investigation has been conducted, like the police report that is prepared after a case has been investigated. There are inventory reports which talk about the stock in an organization. In a college also, there is an inventory report which is prepared where we report the stock, maybe the stationery items, maybe the furniture items, etc. After a research is conducted, then a thesis or a dissertation is prepared, which is a very long report. Now we'll talk about the steps to prepare a report. Now when we talk about the steps, the first step is we have to determine the scope, that is the limitation of the report, and what is our aim in preparing that report. We define the problem statement, we collect all the facts and data which is related to the topic of the report. We study it, we prepare charts, graphs, we examine it, we give an analysis and a result is drawn, and then it is organized in a format, and then finally the reporter may give some suggestions. Now if I talk about the format of the report, the first section is the opening section, the second is the middle section, and the last is the ending section. The opening section consists of the cover page, that's not very essential. There is the title page, there are preface, acknowledgement, the table of contents, and the summary. We'll talk about it in details in the coming slides. There is the middle section which consists of the introduction, the description, the conclusion and suggestions. And then finally the ending section which has the bibliography, glossary and the appendices. Now if I talk about the opening section, the first part is the title page. The title page consists of details like the title of the report, that is a report on maybe the air pollution in Jaipur city. By, that is the person who prepares the report, the date on which the report is submitted, and the institution or the person for which the report is prepared is mentioned at the end. The second part of the opening section is the preface. The preface introduces the reader to the report, that is what is there in the report. The acknowledgement section consists of the thanks that are given to all those people who have helped in preparing the report or to whom it is dedicated. It can be your colleagues, your teachers, your family members, your librarian, your management, friends, anyone. Then the table of contents, it consists of the major headings, subheadings, sub-subheadings along with their page numbers so that these can be located easily. Then comes the summary. It is in brief the complete report. The crux of the report is given in the summary where you talk about what you have taken up in the report, how you have collected your data and what are your results and suggestions. Then the next section is the middle section. It consists of the introduction, all the information that is in the background, that is, what is the limitation, what is your aim, what is your problem statement is stated in the introduction. Then in the description, that is the major bulky part of the report, it consists of the method that you have adopted in collecting the data, how you have analyzed it, how you represent it in the form of tables or graphs or charts, and what is the analysis that you have drawn. That is all given here in the description. Then we move on to the conclusion. The conclusion is the end result. That is, after all the deductions have been done, then we move on to the conclusion. That is, it gives the result of the complete report. Then we move on to the suggestions. If required, the reporter gives the suggestions so that further improvements can be made or maybe further studies can be done related to that particular topic. Then we move on to the ending section. Now the ending section consists of the bibliography, which is a list in an alphabetical order of all the published sources that have been consulted while the report was being prepared. The glossary is a list of all the difficult terminology that has been taken up in the report along with their meanings, and all the extra parts that have been added in the report are given in the appendices. They may be some extra reference material or maybe some kind of tables or charts or questionnaires. They are attached here. So now finally, let's talk about the features of a report. That is, what should be the characteristics of the report. A report should be clear in every sense and it should be formatted in a proper manner. It should explain itself, it should have all the details. All the facts that are stated in the report should be correct and briefly presented. It should be compact and comprehensive. It should be impersonal in nature, written in third person, in an indirect way. And all the facts that are given in the report should be arranged logically. It should be free of any kind of errors. No mistakes should be there in the report, and all the technical details should be included. There should be a proper flow of thoughts. It should be lucid in style, and it should be reliable. That is, the person for whom you are preparing the report should have faith in whatever data you have given. This will make your report perfect. So students, if you have any questions, you can refer to the notes that we have sent you on WhatsApp. Thank you very much.